So it helps the knee come up that initial bit, doesn't it? To raise it.
Come up.
Yeah, that initial bit. The leg, anyway.
the leg bone.
The leg bone come up.
It's attached to my wristwatch.
Yeah.
Wristwatch attached
His wristwatch.
to the red thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, if I was your surgeon, you'd be in.
Licorice on swords.
You'd be a bit worried. So, hey guys, Ninja, Jace.
Hello.
The body. The body's back. The body's back. We're going to treat Jason's stomach today. So we're going to go in there and also a bit of diaphragm. So going to show you some moves.
Great.
And we're going to have a chat.
We're going to have a chat as well.
Yeah.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah. So this one's been a bit of a revelation of late, the last year or two. And we've been doing, not going straight into soles, we've been doing more of a broad kind of stroke, if that's the right word. I don't think it's really a stroke, but it's a hold. And it just really helps to kind of get people comfortable with what you're doing for a start because it is quite intrusive, invasive, having stuff deep in the stomach because it's a really protected area of our body. It's, but this does actually help, loosening up all those top layers. It's about 7 layers of abs.
Something like that.
Yeah. But then we've got the colon and things like that, and then under that we've got the psoas. So you can actually help with digestion as well because the large intestine is in this vicinity as well. So if there is blockages in there, obstructions,
Digestive issues,
there's, you can really help with that. So I've had good success with that kind of stuff too, with digestion by working in this area in this manner. So I'm just sort of holding and waiting, letting all those layers sort of melt, and then being able to access that deeper stuff, like getting in towards the soles and things.
What percentage are you pushing there now, Ninja? Because it probably looks quite deep on there, but it's not too uncomfortable for me.
I reckon that's like a 30, maybe 40% kind of effort. If I was up here like this, I'd get my body weight into it, but I'm just sort of using my arm strength, so it's lessening my impact.
And it's still quite broad, like it's less harsh than going straight in with fingers to the psoas level, so it feels a lot easier to receive, particularly if you haven't received it before. Like I've obviously had my hip flexors treated quite a lot, so I can sort of cope with pressure going straight into the psoas with the fingers and stuff, but for those of you that are out there that might not have had this sort of work done in this region, this is a good entry level to just sort of build into it, so it's not too much of a shock to the system. As Ninja said, it can be a bit of a stroke. You can start to encourage things to open and move and work around even into like the obliques and that sort of thing, or you can start to take it straight up. So
I'm going to show you a bit of psoas work. I won't tell exactly what I'm doing because you've got to do our course to get that information, but it's being able to go into this kind of level in here and feel for it. So we just hold in there. So the psoas is a muscle that joins into our lower back, the spine, so from the front, and goes into our hip.
Well done, Ninja.
Hip region. So it's a bit of a hip flexor, isn't it?
Yes, it is a bit of a hip flexor.
So it helps the knee come up that initial bit, doesn't it? To raise it.
Come up.
Yeah, that initial bit. The leg, anyway.
the leg bone.
The leg bone come up.
It's attached to my wristwatch.
Yeah.
Wristwatch attached
His wristwatch.
to the red thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
If I was your surgeon, you'd be in.
Licorice on swords.
You'd be a bit worried. So we can do a bit of the diaphragm as well. So the method I like using, is working with the breath. And you get under here. But if anyone out there can teach me how the diaphragm works, I'd like to hear it, because we've been doing many lessons, haven't we?
It's the opposite to what you think it would be. When it's breathing out, it's actually contracting.
Yeah.
And when you're exhaling, it's opening, isn't it? So it's
Relaxing,
the opposite to what you think when you're breathing in and your ribs are expanding. That's the diaphragm, but it's actually contracting at that time.
Yeah.
And then when you're breathing out and exhaling, it's lengthening. So it's a weird concept for us to think about. When you just think of like the ribs opening, you'd think naturally the diaphragm is what's opening when you're breathing in, but it's opposites.
It's a big parachute in under there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, we might have to leave it for another video, our little chat.
No,
What do you think?
You've only been going a couple of minutes.
Oh, you reckon? You want to have a talk?
You want to wrap it up after 3 minutes, do you?
Oh no, we've been going longer than 3 minutes.
Oh, 5?
Oh, is that it?
You're going pretty quick.
Going quick for me, isn't it?
He's on a mission today.
It's not like me to be quick, is it?
The master of time, Ninja.
Yeah.
What were we going to chat about, Ninja?
Oh, you had a topic.
I can't
You
laugh.
couldn't get an in, could you?
I was just letting you do your magic.
Too busy
Just
talking about your parachute.
Yeah, you're teaching.
Parachute, we look at the anatomy apps and look at the diaphragm and just how big it is and just how important it is for the body for breathing. So, and just the stomach in general, just if a lot of health issues arise in the colon and the gut. So it's not a mystery anymore. A lot of stuff is because of the food we eat and the sitting we're doing, we're not digesting properly. So you can help it out a lot by doing body work, but also by looking at how sticky your diet is, if it's kind of stuff sticking in there, and how much you're moving, how much you're sitting. So,
even the way you're moving, that's why we think sprinting is so good, but also a lot of our rotation training, because you think your core's actually moving in different directions, so that's sort of going to encourage things to move in that area. With you're only doing pressing, pulling, and straight sort of movements, that it's just training in the same patterning. So we think that rotation style thing, not only for your body's function, but it's going to help all this stuff to sort of move and not get stuck together. So there's been some really cool Instagram posts about fascia coming out recently, and the difference between dehydrated fascia and hydrated fascia, and it just looks like it's all hard and doesn't have that sort of elasticity to it when it's dehydrated and stuck, where if you've got good movement and you're hydrated and your fascia's hydrated, it has so much better movement but consistency through that fascia. So that's why you want to start to, if you can't sprint, then at least start to add some rotation training in, whether it's with medicine balls or slam patterns and that type of thing. So just get this rib cage and this abdomen actually moving differently rather than just a frontal plane.
Yeah, and throwing balls sideways.
Throwing's a really good way to start.
Punching and it all gets it going.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of a video we did back in the Richmond gym probably 8 years ago. It was
all our rotation exercises.
Oh no, that was a good one. That was even before what I'm thinking about. But I did a squat. I had a cocoa and mushrooms. Drinking it.
Squat hold.
Did a squat hold.
So ran off to the bathroom.
The deep squat. Show you how effective it was.
Cocoa into a deep squat to clear it all out.
Yeah,
it up.
Might have to pin that one up there. I'll have to go in there
that's
later.
an old video, Ninja.
Yeah, get that one out. It'd be good for the people to have a look at and see what we looked like when we were younger.
Oof.
But I think we're going to have to do part 2 of this video because I'm done with your treatment.
You're
fixed.
happy with it.
I'm happy with that, but we have to... Intrigue. What is it Jason going to talk about?
Who knows?
He's got
probably nothing too exciting.
He's got some
stick
goals.
around. It could be good.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe I'll chuck a challenge out to Ninja.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Done.